Senator Nelson's attorney, Mark Elias. Where have we heard that name? Oh, that's right. The dirty, filthy PP dossier. Welcome.
Great to be with you, Kennedy.
So let's talk a little bit about this because of the county election supervisor.
Yes.
She's not doing anyone any favors. She has been questioned in the past, and she has been reprimanded for voting irregularities.
She has by state
torching
courts.
Ballots. A lot of outstanding questions for some people about the 2016 presidential race and whether or not Russia was able to actually change votes. So are our
flashbacks of the presidential election keep counting?
It seems like both sides are essentially trying to do that race. What do you do then?
Right, it calls into question.
Public sectors just got a little nasty. Gail, thank you so much.
Great to be with you.
Appreciate seeing you, everyone.
Thank you.
So great to see you. So let's talk a little bit about this Arizona race. Votes in essentially Republican counties that her Democratic opponent is now the victor in that Senate race. Was anything weird going on in Arizona?
I think less so than in Florida. I think in Florida is where you're really seeing these problems.
Although they are giving them a run for their money now.
You know, it really sort of undercuts what they were trying to sell.
I hope there's not voter fraud here. I think Florida is weird enough that there's no voter fraud.
They have to write it in pen now. No more hanging chads, given those 537 votes.
Well, we'll talk about dangling chat a little later in the show. I really appreciate this. Yes, there should be 3 branches, and they should all check each other.
Right.
But you also have people who want.
So that might be heard.
With China weakening, has the president been Cassandra here? Has he been the one speaking as an independent woman from the suburbs? Hallelujah.
I think they're going to do a better.
It scares a lot of investors, whatever their political
For sure, but just in terms of voters out there.
The truth, but everyone demonized her as though
not
she was
everybody's
just doing
demonizing him, and everybody's listening to him.
It feels like
and
every Democrat is, and that hurts
more
feelings.
than any congressional member or congressional committee.
More than Alan Greenspan?
Anybody
ever did?
Probably, yeah. This guy, I don't support his language. I don't think anybody's ready for this, Jelly. You're on fire tonight. Are you going to Caroline's?
It is Monday. All right. Thank you all so much. Deirdre, it's so good to see you. I'm glad you're back in 1994 playbook. That was a contract for America or with America. I don't know.
America?
Yeah. It was. I always get my preposition.
Some preposition.
Yeah, exactly. And they think that is the majority of Americans, and they've really lost touch with working men and women.
I don't think they have. Yes.
Then do not use the phrase walk and chew gum.
Okay.
We're not going to do that. The executive branch did that for President Obama, and you know what? It was a really dumb, bad, stupid idea.
And it needs to be taken back. And by the way, responsibility.
Yes, of concentrations and abdications, I don't disagree with you there. Very interesting article. We're excited about Democrats having control for 2 years because Nancy Pelosi makes a great foil for President Trump.
Yeah, they're going to have to take positions on impeachment. They're going to have to take positions on subpoenas. This is going to be great.
Well, he's not going to get impeached.
You know what it is, though? And ideas. They're not preaching to the choir. The choir is preaching to them. So there is so much you talk about
for John Kyle and when he vacates that seat.
No, it's interesting. Maybe come up with a different candidate. Or give up before the race is done because politics in general is really
and in a state like Arizona, and the president will be on the ballot. The president wasn't on the ballot this year, and people came out to vote against the president. That's why
Georgia for another big race.
Yeah, where both parties are saying every jobs line, most powerful person in the world is a storyteller. I mean, everyone listened, right? It does seem as if the Republicans are going to hold Georgia.
Yeah,
Deirdre,
it looks like,
you disagree, but 25,000 votes to kind of get it to a place where she wants.
Look, she's not trying to actually win it out. 25,000 votes in a recount is very hard to do.
We tracked Democrats the entire cycle, and it was maddening in these suburban districts where these Democrats wouldn't mention President Trump. They swore up and down that they're not going to support Nancy Pelosi. They were able to run these polite campaigns that presented themselves as moderates.